want to look now at how we can create a list gadget within an interactive dashboard. Here you can see that I have a blank, empty custom dashboard, and I'm going to add a new type of gadget called a list gadget. The gadget at the top left of the dashboard in this example is a list gadget. The list gadgets provide a user with a convenient group of key records from which standard actions can be called. List gadgets can be based on saved searches, saved advanced finds, reports, and dynamic groups. These then together form the list gadget data sources. I'm just switching over to the search screen for opportunities because I want to carry out a search now. And I'm logged on to the system as Susan May. Susan May is a North American sales manager, and I've changed the field to search for any of my opportunities that are in progress within the US West territory. And once the result comes back, I can then save this search, and I'm going to call this search US West Oppos. Note that I've not made this data source available for all users. This is aimed at a particular user, and I can then go ahead and save, and the saved search will the saved searches are going to be available to me as a data source. I can return to my dashboard, and now I can start to create the gadget, and I'm going to click Create Gadget and select List, and I need to select the entity, in my case Opportunity. So I click Next and then select the data source. And you can see here that there are lots of different reports available to me. If I scroll down there, you can see my newly created data source, and I can select this and click Next. I can decide which columns to initially include in the list and the number of rows to be shown in the gadget. Once the columns are selected, I can click Next. And the optional default action can allow us to go directly to the source list of the report, and the drill down also allows us to include an action button as the first item on each row that will call a particular action, like send an email or create an opportunity. And we can also create a link there to the workflow for that particular entity as well. Now here I've set my opportunity list gadget to go to the find screen if that drill down is called, the default action is called, and to trigger the new email screen if the drill down button is clicked. And there'll be a workflow button at the end of the row as well. So I need to give the gadget a name and a description, and I can click Finish. And now I can resize the dropped in gadget. You can see it just appears into the dashboard by dragging the bottom right of the gadget, and you can see here there's an email icon on the left of each row and a workflow button at the end. And I can edit this gadget. I can see, for example, the type column is empty, so I can actually click in here and turn off the display of the columns, and that would have then an immediate effect. The whole list is searchable. That's by columns which have a text value within them, and the list can be sorted, and it can be sorted in ascending or descending order.